The Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
Oh, Hannah, I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. McCain. I guess I was paying more attention to my new hat than to where I was going.
It's very pretty.
Thank you. Isn't the stage late today?
A little bit, usually is. You meeting someone?
Yes, Mr. Crownley. Jeremiah Crownley's arriving today.
Oh, that's the painter you're expecting from New York?
Not painter, Mr. McCain. Artist.
Oh, artist.
The finest in the country.
Well, come on, I'll walk over with you.
Mr. Crownley's coming all the way from New York just to paint my picture. He doesn't do that for just anybody. Daddy's given it to me for my birthday.
I never know the stagecoach to run on time yet.
Waste half a day to meet some fool painter.
There's Luke McCain with my daughter.
I guess he's coming over to meet the stage. He's taking Marshall's place for a couple of days.
Hannah! Hello, McCain.
Now, don't you run off, Mr. McCain. I want you to meet Jeremiah Crownley.
I know that hat sure does something for you, child. You spend enough money on it?
Probably not, by your standards.
Money can't buy beauty like yours. I hope that painter fella realizes it.
Hannah tells me he's one of the best.
He better be good.
Well, we'll soon find out. Here he comes.
Oh, I do hope he remembers me. We haven't seen each other in over 3 years.
Well, all right, mister. This is North Fork.
Greetings to North Fork, my happy destination.
Mister, you better get a hold of yourself.
I don't understand.
He's drunk.
But he never drank. I mean, not that I knew of.
Well, he's drunk now.
I seen enough.
Wait, please. He must have some explanation.
I ain't paying out good money to a drunk like that.
But, Daddy, you hired him. He came all the way from New York.
No law says I can't fire him. Catch him hanging around, I'm liable to lose my temper. Get my money back out in his hide. You tell him that, McCain.
Hannah, don't you fret about him. You see him, you made a mistake, that's all.
I did not. When I knew him, Jeremiah Crownley was a fine and decent man, with feeling, a real artist, kind and understanding. It's more than I can say for you.
Now, wait a minute, you don't have to fly up at me because
You
of
and
him.
my father have no appreciation for the finer things in life. All you can think about is ranching.
Now, hold on,
Well,
Hannah.
there's more to life than cattle and horses.
Yeah. Oh. Get in, Hannah.
I'm staying here.
Hannah! We're going home.
Will you take care of him, Mr. McCain?
I'll try, Miss Hannah.
Get on your horse, Ben. Yeah! I ain't paying to stand around and waste time, you know.
Ever since she known that that painter was coming in here, she's been acting as though I don't even exist.
One more.
Oh, please, I've had 6 cups already. I'll turn into coffee.
Go on, it's good for you. There's some dinner.
What is it?
Fried pork chops.
No, please, just let me die in peace.
When's the last time you had a square meal? You have any money? That all?
Well, it would have been a commission from Mr. Shaw, but what's the difference?
Well, you better sleep here tonight. You'll need that for your stage ticket. I ought to take you to Santa Fe.
Your hospitality's most generous.
I wouldn't call it hospitality, Mr. Crownley. Necessity's a better word.
Please, no lectures, not now.
All right, son, let's turn in.
Night, Mr. Qualen.
You better eat if you can.
Pa?
Hmm?
You suppose that Mr. Crownley is, well, is really as fine an artist as they say?
Oh, I don't know, Mark. Why?
I was just wondering. I mean, how come he drinks like that?
Well, how come any man drinks? It's not an easy question to answer, Mark. Man usually takes to the bottle when he's not sure of himself, when he loses his confidence. Funny thing is, it doesn't matter what kind of work he does, whether he's a rancher, a blacksmith, or even an artist like Mr. Crownley.
Oh. Pa? I sure hope Micah doesn't come back for a week.
Why do you say that, son?
Well, I kind of like sleeping in this hotel bed. It's almost like being on a vacation.
Well, it won't seem like a vacation tomorrow when you go out to the ranch to do some work. Good night, son.
Night, Pa.
Hannah. Well, an artist never forgets such beauty. How long has it been?
Since yesterday, to be exact. I was at the stage when you arrived.
I wasn't feeling too well.
I must talk to you.
Well, I was just on my way for breakfast and to wait for the next stage.
Well, this is as good a place as any.
Sorry, folks, but I ain't open yet. Not for another hour or so.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Sweetie. We just wanted someplace to talk.
I'd like a bottle of whatever that will buy.
Yeah, but, mister,
Please, I'd be most grateful.
What's happened to you?
Nothing's happened to me. Why do you ask?
Nothing. Have you looked at yourself lately? In New York, you...
New York was a long time ago, my dear.
Jeremiah, I still want you to paint my portrait.
I was given to understand that your father had changed his mind.
I haven't. You were brought out here to paint my portrait, and I still want it done. For nothing else but to prove to my father and others around here that you're a fine artist, not a...
Drunk?
Jeremiah, please.
I wish I were the man you once knew.
You are Jeremiah.
Very well, then. When do we begin?
Right now.
Now?
Why not?
Why not?
They're in there, just like I told you.
You get out to the ranch after school, son, and check the stock. Make sure they've got water, huh?
All right.
I'll be back here in time for supper. Travis, this happens again, you're gonna wind up in jail.
Right. I don't want to see you around the drunk anymore, making a public spectacle of yourself.
He came here to paint my picture, and that's what he's gonna do.
No, he ain't. You heard what your father said yesterday? Well, that goes for me, too.
Who do you think you are, Ben Travis, giving me orders?
Travis, Mr. Shaw also said yesterday he was firing this man. I'd say your business with him is done. Now let it go at that.
I just hope he's got the good sense to get out of town. Because if he don't, he's gonna live to regret it.
How do you feel?
I've had worse beatings. I remember one in particular. I couldn't pay my tab after a somewhat monumental drunk.
Why are you doing this to yourself, Brownlee?
You know why. It's gone. I haven't got it anymore. It's been gone for 3 years. For 3 years, I've done nothing. Nothing, do you understand? It's gone, McCain. The touch, the feeling.
When Jake Shaw sent for you, why'd you come?
Well, my creditors were closing in on me. It was an opportune time. Besides, if you want to know the real truth, it would have been an easy commission. What would a rancher know? He was buying my reputation. I could have painted Hannah's portrait good or bad. Who'd have known the difference except myself?
Now, what you're saying is you'd be committing fraud and you'd be the only one who knew it.
One learns to live with oneself.
Sure. But what happened to the man Hannah used to know in New York?
That man no longer exists.
And why are you here? You want me to think you came all the way out here just to make a few dollars? I don't believe that, Crownley. You want to try again, Crownley. You want to do the same brand of work you used to do. It's only human nature.
You know what all this lecturing is leading up to?
What?
A terrible thirst on my part.
Well, you're just going to have to stay thirsty, because all we've got to drink in this jail is water.
You make it sound as if I was under arrest.
Protective custody. You see, the only way you're going to square things for yourself, as well as everybody else around, is to do what you came out here to do. Paint Hannah's portrait the right way.
Well, no, I can't.
Go on. I'm sure you'll be your old self again, without the bottle for a while, and with a little practice.
Practice? What do you mean?
Well, I'd say this old jail would be as good a place to start as any. You know, Micah never did like this color. You're a painter, Crowley. You'll paint. Marshal sees this.
Well, with all these drab surroundings, I thought I ought to brighten it up a little bit.
I'm glad to see you've got a sense of humor.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's the first time I felt like living since, well, it must have been the milk.
You better come out to the ranch. One of the steers got into some local weed.
Local?
What in the world's local weed?
Well, it does to animals what liquor does to some men. I'll be back in a little while. You keep on painting.
Milk.
Milk?
If you don't mind.
Mister, I ain't got any milk. This here's a saloon.
I'm very well aware of the fact.
Come on, Crowley. That's why I asked you in here. Show you there wasn't any hard feelings. At least have one drink.
No.
Will you mind if I have one? Here's to burying the hatchet.
Sure that Mr. Shaw said it would be all right for me to paint Hannah's portrait?
First thing in the morning. Like I told him, man's got a right to a little drink now and then. You can't blame him for getting sore. Hannah praising you like she did.
Hannah's a lovely girl. We used to see quite a lot of each other when she studied art with me in New York.
Oh, you did?
It's before I got too deep in the bottle.
Colonel, why don't you get yourself a new outfit? I mean, it'll be more pleasing when you paint a picture.
I'm temporarily embarrassed.
Well, you'll figure something out. Well, here's to your painting. You sure you don't want one?
Well, maybe just one.
Like a bumblebee in a bucket of tar. That's a good one, Charlie. And the crowd is a regular bell. Hey, sweetie, anything he wants is on me, boy. Well, thank you very much. Christopher Columbus, 2092.
You sure you got it straight?
Right.
Just be careful, that's all.
What time did he leave?
Late? Closing time. Brother, did he have a snootful?
Was he by himself?
Was when he left. Before that, he was drinking with Ben Travis. Something wrong, Lou?
I don't know. I can't find him. He didn't sleep in the jail, and he wasn't around when Mark and I got back from the ranch this morning.
Lucas! Lucas. I came in to have breakfast with him. He was fitting me. The door was open. I went in and I found him dead.
Dead? Who's dead?
Sam the tailor. And that artist fella was sitting on the floor in one of Sam's new suits. Sam's money stuffed in his pockets. And still drunk. That no-good murdering. Wait till I tell the rest of the town about this.
I can't remember.
Well, Cromley, you've got to remember.
Look, I remember I saw a face in the shadows. I only got a glimpse of it.
No, it might have been my imagination.
Oh, Lucas, it must have been me. I could have done anything. I needed clothes. When Travis told me...
Travis, we'll settle with him later. Unless that face you saw was Travis.
No, it was a strange face. Lucas, I must have done it.
Only a man like you doesn't kill. Besides, how do you explain that welt on your head?
Well, maybe the tailor and I struggled and I fell.
That face you saw. Can you draw me a picture of it?
Want to know? What good?
Can you do it?
I don't know. I suppose so.
All right, we're gonna try something.
Stand back.
Well, what are you going to do with him, McCain?
He's not only a drunk, he's a killer.
Just a minute. We're gonna give him a chance to prove he's innocent.
Are you saying maybe he didn't do it?
Maybe. I think he was too drunk, Travis, thanks to you.
He got drunk all by himself.
Sure. At any rate, he was drunk. Too drunk to know what was going on. Somebody slugged him, took him over to Sam's place, and made him look like the killer. The reason I think that is because Crownley saw the man who slugged him. Well, he doesn't know him. He saw him well enough to be able to draw his face. That's what he's going to do right now. Mr. Crownley? All right, stay back. How's it coming, Crownley?
Just a few minutes.
My picture's drawn. That's me, but I didn't do it. It was Travis. And I'm gonna take the blame for him. Shut up! All right, now back off. Back off! Ain't nobody gonna believe this, but it was an accident. The tailor surprised me. I didn't mean to kill nobody. Now, I'm right out here. Don't you try and stop me, McCain.
You sure must have thought you did it, Mr. Crownley. Drawing your own picture.
Shows you how low a man can sink in his own mind, Lucas.
Well, can I have it?
Yes, Mark. Well, I better get back to what I came out here to do.
Bye, Hannah. Come on, son.
You know something, Paul? That Mr. Crownley sure is different. You think he'll be able to paint a picture right now?
Well, Mark, if the old saying that a man does a better job if he likes his work is true, he'll paint a real good picture.
Oh.
Come on.
you.